I forgot to start the recording again. But thank you so much. I'm so glad you're back. Yeah. And we are divinely guided. And so I never, when I'm working with groups, I just click automatically to put people in groups. So it automatically has, so source chooses who you're going to be with. And like attracts like. So I love it. I love it. Congratulations. So fun. So fun. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this. Congratulations. Yeah. Is there anyone else who would like to share their experience or what had come up for them? Thank you, Juliana. She's pointing at her information. Love it. Expansive. So who else has their hand up? Let me see. Melissa. Hey,
Hi,
Melissa.
hi everyone.
Yeah, would you like to share?
Sure, yes. I'm currently right now, it's nighttime. I'm living in Paris right now, but this morning I did a meditation, like say asking the ancestors or whatever for my next steps to know what the next steps were. And then I saw this invitation to this at the last minute. I'm like, oh, this sounds perfect. This sounds like exactly what I was asking for. So that's really funny. And I'm just happy to be here because I've been around such like mm, not abrasive, but like hard people. So it's nice to be in a community with soft people who like get me or who think the same way. So I'm very grateful for that. Um, and I just wanted to share, I was in the breakout room with Angela, and I was right as I was reading my list to her, there was one thing I was like kind of reluctant to read out loud. So I'm like, oh, this is silly. I don't want to read this out loud. And then she's like, I'm gonna steal that one. Like it was something like I have nice clothes. And to me, I'm like, oh, that's so superficial or that's so lame. And she's like, that's the one I'm gonna steal. And I thought when you like the parts of us that we're so scared to share with people are the parts they're like they really like. So that's what I learned from that experience.
Yeah, huge. Congratulations. And yeah,
Thank
if you have one idea and somebody else has one idea, then you each only have one idea.
you.
And when you share it, then you both have two ideas. And that's why collaboration is key and competition is the lie.
Amazing.
Nice. Okay, we'll give
Thank
that's
you.
a grand slam. I love you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you,
Thank
thank you,
you.
thank you. Bye, honey. Debbie, would you like to share?
So I had an experience right before this call of something that happened many months ago, and it's a business thing. And I was told about how I was not nice. And that's probably my biggest thing in life is that I'm also sort of a personality where I live. And so there are not always going to be people who adore you, which that's just something to recognize in life. And but the thing is that you said something, and I don't even know what it was in the intro bit. But I call it the bus stop conversation, so that we all raise our hands when we go in, and we get at the bus stop, and you say, "I want to get whatever this experience is, and who wants to join me and participate." And so, for instance, my dad was an ass, and so I had to learn after his death, after he appeared through a channeling person, that he was that way in order for me to be who I am. And so everybody that shows up in our life is very, very important for our path. What I didn't realize until whatever you said today was I raised my hand at all the other people in my life's bus stop that I irritate or piss off or, look at me in a certain way because I was so upset about that conversation because I had just given this beautiful sound bath meditation to these amazing women this morning. And of course, they all love me. And I went, okay, that's not the experience that that person had. But the statement was, I have a sensational persona that brings others to feel the highest for themselves. And it's okay to challenge them. And what the young lady just before was saying that she, afraid to open our mouths because of what other people might think. But just think if we don't, we're not participating in what we agreed to when we all came in together. So it was a really huge epiphany and a shift. And of course, shedding that belief was just, I wasn't expecting that to happen this afternoon. But whatever you said, I'll have to go back and buy the tape and listen to it. But it isn't just about us and the people that show up in our lives. We're participating to give everybody else exactly what they need, even if it looks like crap.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
thank you for that.
Exactly. You're so welcome. And you just hit on one of the pieces of wisdom and knowledge and information. It's like, so what if you've never done anything wrong?
Yeah, exactly.
Like everyone here, like, what if you've never done anything wrong? So before you got here, you chose to have experiences. And in choosing to have experiences, you chose people to give you those experiences for your soul's evolution. And in turn, you agreed to give other
To do
people
everybody
experiences.
else. Yeah.
Yes, it's a play. It's
Yeah.
a play. So
Right.
everyone's playing their part. No one's
Right.
right, no one's wrong. It's like, I'm going to have
Yeah.
this experience, you're going to have that experience. All right, I'll treat you this way, I'll talk to you this way, I'll give you this. And
Yeah.
that's how our soul evolves. That's our soul's
Yeah.
evolution. So
Yeah.
cool. So thank you for that so
Yeah.
much. It's just absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Debbie. All right. So exciting. Is there anyone else who has their hand up who would like to share something else before we go on? Okay, this is our last share. Arabella, I'm bringing you up.
Hello. Hi.
Gorgeous.
Yes, from Aruba, remember? I hope we can connect next month.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so I was in a group with another person. We were only two, which was lovely. We got to share. And I wrote, it came quite uh, easy, I would say. I wrote, I am an author and I have peace. So
Beautiful.
Francis asked me if I was an author, and well, that's something that I've been like, there is a knowing inside that I have to do, but I have this limiting belief that I don't know how to write, or yeah, I was raised in fear, so I've been working on my limiting beliefs and my fears for a very long time, but they still show up. And I don't know how I end up in a group with, it's a collaboration with other authors. Some of them already have a book, some of them it's their first time, and we are writing a book, all of us, about love. Yeah, it's in Spanish, so it's called The Great Book of Love.
Beautiful.
El Libro del Amor, yeah. And but I really am still processing how this happened. I have no idea. It was just something like today's meeting. It just happened for me. And Frances was the lady that I connected in the break room, was lovely, and she listened to me, and I listened to her, and well, it was great.
Nice. I
Yes.
love it. Thank you so much. And it was so interesting you chose peace.
Yes, it's still
And
interesting
peace.
for me. I feel I am a slow processor in terms of, like, I don't know how I confidently wrote I am an author when what? And yes, I don't know why I wrote I have peace. I guess it's because fear keeps me up at night sometimes, or the repetitive thoughts in my head. So,
And
well,
this
yes,
is the power of the new moon,
yeah.
Arabella. It gives you the courage to write down, to set in motion that which you'd like to have in your life. And that was kind of what a lot of other people said. They're like, I can't even believe I wrote this. I can't believe I said this. I can't believe, I added this to my list. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you
Yeah, you're
for
so welcome. So that's one of the specialties of what I do is helping and supporting people eliminate things that are like specifically entangled within themselves that is outside of like a group work. So I've got my team, they're going to drop my personal link to book a 30-minute, and it's no cost. There's no charge at all to come in and let's chat about what it is that hasn't been eliminated while you were here. And let's dive in deep and let's figure out what that is. So that's an invitation for all of you. And if you're listening to this on the replay, it's my website, susanshatzer.com, my first and my last name.com. And when you go there, you can just click, the booking button or get scheduled, consult, free consult, that kind of thing. And then like get on the schedule, like let's get together. It's like there is no time like the present. Today is the day and now is the time. Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being here and thank you for sharing, Arabella. So fun. Oh my goodness. So are you guys ready for your divine guidance from Moonology? We've got the oracle cards here. Yeah, one of my favorite parts. So like attracts like. So the new frequency that you are now will be attracting the guidance that you're looking for. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and one card will be for number 1, one card will be for number 2, and the other card will be for number 3. So while you're thinking about which number to pick for yourself, I'm going to be shuffling the cards. And I'd like to bring Joyce up. Joyce, honey, we were in the breakout room together. And Joyce, look, it's so interesting. Like, I'm just looking around the screen like, Joyce, where are you? Can you raise your hand, Joyce, so that'll bring you up to the front? Joyce and I were talking, and she is getting ready to get her 3rd degree. And we were talking about when I was mentioning the oil and putting it on hair, I said, and straighten your hair. And that's not actually what it was. So it's strengthen your hair, not straighten your hair, strengthen your hair. So we were having a conversation about, where are you, Joyce? Oh, thank you, Bethany. Yeah, so we were having a conversation about African American hair. Yeah, and how that doesn't actually get straightened. And I'm like, yeah, it's interesting that the word straighten came out and not strengthen. And I thank you, Joyce, so much for that conversation and for bringing that up. I love, love, love you. So if she's not here, she'll get it on the replay. Yeah, so if you loved what you've had so far on here and you'd like this replay for yourself or for a gift for someone or for the future or for the next new moon, my team will pop in the chat the link for $27. You can own it for yourself and your family and your friends. And if you're doing this as a business, then you can go ahead and take that and use this and do it again with other people. You can teach it to other people. So I'm shuffling the cards. So you get to pick a number 1, number 2, or number 3. Yeah. So with your fingers, show me, are you a 1? Are you a 2? Or are you a 3? Okay, cool. Everybody's got their numbers. I love it. Okay, here's the first card. If you picked number 1, here is your divine guidance for the new moon. And what you're going to do is you're going to write it down on the paper or the Word doc where you have your intentions. Okay, because this is divine guidance. Yeah. And yeah, put it in the chat. Are you a 1? Are you a 2? Are you a 3? Okay, I have to ask you. If you picked number 1, did you pick number 1 because number 1 is the best thing to be? Being number 1. Yeah, I see you laughing. I see you there. So many people pick number 1 or A when you have a choice between 1, 2, and 3 or A, B, and C, because getting an A on your paper is better than a B and a C. It's a program. And being number one is better than being two and three. So we're going to go ahead and eliminate that process, that program that's been running in the background, and it's influencing your choices, which may or may not be in your highest and best interest. So everybody take a huge deep breath in. Yeah. So all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and programming that you bought from others that you installed that you have running in the background ever since, where number one is the best and getting an A is the most important thing. Yeah. And you're not actually choosing for what would create the most benevolent outcome. Let's destroy, uncreate, and remove it. Out on three and it leaves. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, this is so big. All right, my friends. So take a deep breath in and check and see if your number has possibly changed from a 2 to a 1, or from a 1 to a 3, or 1 to a 2. And if it changed, put mine changed in the chat. Yeah. If you're the same or changed. Cool. All right, here we go. The first divine message is, oh my goodness, I love it. So here's your card, and there's the crab. And your divine guided message is you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Nice. All right. So that is the divine guidance for number one. And here is number two. Number two is, I'll show you it first. It's this beautiful crescent moon. And it says, a time for healing. So it's your time for healing this year. And it's a balsamic moon. Your time for healing. There it is. I try to get it so it won't be blurry for you. Beautiful cards. Okay. Here's the number 3. Vicky says perfect. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, number 3. If you had number 3, here is your divine guidance. Communication is the key. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. And you can see that dark side of the moon right there. So those are your 3 divinely guided messages for this year for you. Go ahead and jot those down. Yeah, nice. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So I can share something that's up and coming. And I know so many of you had put, lack, less than, not enough in a challenge that you're having, that there's, not enough money, there's more month at the end of the money, and that it's just a different possibility that you're looking for. So knowing that this was something that was coming up, I had created the masterclass called Abundance Done Differently. And in the Abundance Done Differently program, let me pull it up and share my screen with you so you can check it out and take a look at it. It is 6 weeks. There it is. So here's Abundance Done Differently. Yeah. So we are going to do it for 6 days, Abundance Done Differently. And in 6 days, each day is going to be 90 minutes. And in those 90 minutes, we are going to tap into, identify, detect, uncover, discover any lock, block, and stop, not only that you've placed on yourself, but also what was passed down from your ancestors. So the first class, we're going to kick off and we're going to revisit the past. So you're going to receive not only a journal, but you're going to get 30 some odd power cards that are going to play intricate roles in raising your frequency to the level of abundance. And we're going to be invoking it into your reality and eliminating more that's in your cup. So right now, just today, we've gotten rid of a whole bunch of stuff. So in the second class that we have, we're going to talk about your money in the present. Where are you vibrating in the present? And the third appointment, the third class, we're going to look at your future. So yeah, past, present, and future, it is all happening simultaneously. However, there's also the aspect that you have things that are projected into the future based on what you've already agreed to in this and previous lifetimes. Just as you brought things in from previous lifetimes, those things are also slotted to go with you into the future. And we're going to get rid of them. We're going to get rid of it all. In the fourth class, we're going to activate abundance. So that's where you get all activated, all light, all sparkles. And you're going to be in resonance with the frequency of abundance because right now you're not quite there. In the fifth class, we're going to do reverence and reflection. We're going to reflect on everything that happened, everything that's coming, and everything that we're going to look forward to in the future. And then in the sixth class, we do a culmination review in an after party. And I didn't even get a chance to put the price on this. So the price for the 6 appointments is only $297. I can put it right on here, $297. How's that? There you go. So it normally is $497, but because you guys are all part of Sherry's group and you've all been here and you've spent some time with me, I was like, Sherry, we're just going to cut it in half. So those are 6 classes, 90 minutes each. Yeah. And the beauty of it is you're going to get a chance to be with like-minded people, and this will totally create a different possibility for you in your life, in your world, especially because we're starting it right here, right now, together as a group. So just want to take a minute and find out if anyone has any questions. I know in the chat, my team is probably putting the link to that workshop, those 6 events at the half price of $297. And you will get 2 days free with this access to this class today. And then it'll be $27. So if you already know that you'd like to own it, grab it now. If you know that it's something you'd like to use in the future, grab it now. If you know that you don't have time to go back through it in the next 2 days because you're super busy, I understand, I get it. You can get it now. And what questions do you have about today, about what we did, that I can answer for you? And Renee and Bethany, if you have any that have popped up in the chat, we can bring them up. Yeah, is there anything that wasn't answered for?
So, Susan,
Yeah.
was a question that just came up about abundance done differently. What is the dates and times of those 6 sessions?
Okay, cool. Yeah. So, can you put this in the chat for us, Renee? So I'm Eastern time. And what we do is, in order for us to be able to go across as many time zones as we can and get people in, we start our workshops at 8:30 p.m. here, and then it's 90 minutes. So you can be present and you don't have to be present because there are people all around the world who take part in the programs and they catch the replay the next day. So everything is recorded for you. So yes, it is February 4th, which is a Tuesday, a 4th, the 5th, and the 6th. Yeah, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then you've got the weekend, and then we come back on Monday, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, 10, 11, and 12, 4, 5, and 6. Then you get a break over the weekend, process. What happens is all the work that we've done those 3 days, it's energetically. So in your physical body requires time to be able to put the molecules back in place. So what's even happening now is your molecules are going click, 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 click. It's sort of like the Tetris game. Has anyone played Tetris where the molecules spin around and then drop down? That's what your body's doing. So today, in that time frame, we've got to give our bodies a chance to get back together, get all of them reorganized to then be able to do another set of 3 classes. So it's a kindness to our bodies to give them that space to be able to rest and get all the molecules back where they're supposed to be versus continuing on and doing it all at once. So cool. Thank you for that question. That was a great question. Those are the dates 4, 5, and 6, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 90 minutes, 6 classes, 10, 11, and 12 that next week, 297. And you'll have me, you'll have like-minded people that are there. There's a lot of Q&A. You're going to get a whole journal that's going to have those sections that's going to take you through each aspect of abundance that we were never taught. We were never told, and no one ever instructed us on how to have the frequency of abundance. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to have it, you're going to get it activated, and it's going to become a part of your field of influence. Yeah, awesome. What other questions may I answer for you?
So Susan, we also, I'm not sure, is Jessica here? Jessica Matea? Jessica,
Yes, I'm here.
Jessica, you had a question earlier that I wrote down. Is there something that should be put on the crystal first? So I think it was in relation to the oils.
Yeah,
hmm
honey, if you raise your hand, that'll take you to the front, and then I can drop you in and you can be physically live with me together too. So yeah, if you do have a question, raise your hand because there's so many people and it doesn't come up like that. Awesome. So is there something you should put on the crystal before you put the oil on it?
Before you put it outside, to bask in the sun, because I mean, in the moonlight, I know you. So you started it was with coconut oil, right? And that's what you crushed before you put the essential oils in there.
Yes,
Okay, understood.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
and then do you put that actually on the crystal? Do you melt it? Like, how do you do that?
So just by crushing it, it melts. Like this is,
Hmm
oh, oh, that's
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Oh no. Anointing for the computer.
yeah. And this is where it's just, it's actually a beauty product that's been infused
hmm
by the moon. Yeah, cool. So yes, and then I place it on like a tray, like not an altar, but I place my crystal on here and it's
Oh,
out in the moonlight.
okay.
Yeah. I think this is a Lennox. This is a Lennox piece. And it has gold trim on the outside edge. And it's the piece it picked. So the moon crystal said, "Hey, I'd like to be hanging out with that." I'm like, "Okay." So that's abundance right there. Awesome. Thank you for your question.
So
Great.
Susan,
Thank you for your response, love.
Sharon Clark also asked, can we do more than one crystal?
Yes. Yes, you could do more than one crystal. You can do like obsidian happens to be also like a moonstone. You can infuse, activate, yeah, anything. I've had people activate these and then put them in their pockets and take them with them throughout the day. So ask them how they would like to contribute to you because every molecule has consciousness. So these stones would like to contribute to you. Yay. Great question. Thank you.
Sharon, do you have any more questions by any chance? I just saw you pop back on there. No? Okay, we're good there. Anybody else have any questions? That's it.
Yeah, how can I be of service? You've got me here. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you all had a wonderful time. I'm glad we had the opportunity to spend time together and just clear out so much of the stuff that was holding you back. to give you a tool, the moon oil with the crystals, toning and being in meditation and getting an activation with them, knowing that we're doing all of this and we're kicking off the year of the snake, as well as the dark side of the moon is facing us right now during the new moon ceremony. You guys invoked and you ask and you shall receive. It's a biblical uh, law, and you can't receive if we're not asking. And you all did a great job. You were so specific in what you were looking for when you placed your intentions using the present, I am and I have. And then we had divine guidance through your moonology cards. I love it. Do you feel complete, whole, happy, motivated, ready to go? Up, Juliana has her hand raised. Yes, Juliana.
I love your energy. I love your vibe. My question for you is, what are your daily practices to keep up the good work, the good vibe, the energy flowing?
That's a great question. So I'm in the question. So I don't actually have a point of view about anything because polarity locks us in. So polarity is where things are right, wrong, good, and bad. So I'm in the, okay, what would create the most benevolent outcome? Who do I need to call today to create what I'm asking for right away? So I'll be in the question a lot, and the question actually, you're asking the molecules to contribute to you. And it's a different way of being. So that's why joining the Abundantly Done Differently program you're going to get trained. You're going to get the information. You're going to get the awareness. We're going to put it into practice. It's going to be something that you're going to use daily. These are practical things you're going to get they just change their life. We did a gratitude workshop last year, and people were, in fact, husband and wives are still, in fact, Vicky's on here right now. Her and Brad are still doing, or he's still doing, what we set up and how we set it up, because it just makes so much difference in our lives. So thank you. Thank you for that question also. So I just want to make sure everybody has all the links possible for you before we close today and we head on out into our new moon and the snake year. Do you have the link if you'd like to purchase the video of this, the recording, for $27? Yeah. And if you'd like to save the chat, now would be a good time to save the chat before you leave. Those are the 3 buttons, either at the top or down below. Nice. If you'd like to talk privately with me about any locks, blocks, and limitations that you may have that are specific, your entanglement that's kind of going on that we weren't able to get to together, my booking link, want to make sure you have that for now and in the future. So it may not be something that you choose now, but you'll have it for yourself. So definitely save that and keep that for yourself as well. And the booking link, if you don't have it, that's fine. My first and last name is my website, susanshatzer.com, and the link is right on that as well. And you're welcome to go there at any time. And then I think the last thing we want to make sure you have is the Abundance Done Differently class. Yes, actually, there's 6 classes. It's not just one class. It is 6 90-minute times together. And yeah, that's next week, by the way. That's next Tuesday we start. Yeah. Awesome. So just making sure you have all saved the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. If we could all unmute, I would love everyone to get the opportunity to wish each other the best, to encourage, yeah, a different possibility in your lives, and to say thank you and goodbye. So if you would like to
Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
Wonderful.
Thank
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
It's
Love
your
you,
new
Crystal.
life.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you for your time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. It's been so beautiful having you all here.
Susan, just
has
on behalf
just
of all the
been
Lost
an
Entrepreneurs
absolute
and Sherry, I just
blessing.
say thank you so much for coming here and doing this ceremony for us. We really love you and we really appreciate you. And I know Sherry loves you as well. So we adore Sherry and we're so grateful that she organized this opportunity for us. So thank you so much for doing this. And I think we all feel so much better. So thank you. You're wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Renee. And yeah, Sherry is one amazing cookie. She is. We both live here in Florida together, and we've been through hurricanes, power outages, and lockdowns together. She is one amazing cookie. I love Sherry. All right, everybody. So much love and gratitude. You have a very awesome, blessed day. And until I see you in the future someday, ciao for now in person. Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye.